presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Let's go to Al in Homosassa. Hey, Al, what's going on?
Isn't it wonderful? This gentleman here with the gold report, right before the market fell apart, ended up with PAAS. We had a 98% gain in a year. And, you weren't 99% proof like Irish whiskey, but we had a good gain there. You always told us to do what we feel comfortable with. And if I lose a little bit of money on the table, I will, but I know that I just pocketed $8,000 or $9,000 in 2 weeks.
That's a beautiful thing, man.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 7 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Let's make it a great week. Create new agreements based on respect and love. Take the responsibility to make new agreements with those you love. An agreement doesn't work? Change the agreement, create a new one, and use your imagination to explore all the possibilities. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We got a sea of red. The market went to Sherwin-Williams, folks, and got some nice red paint. Let's see what we got here. We get the Dow Industrials down 870, Nasdaq's off 190, S&P's off 85. Gold contract down $6.40 at 18.08. That being said, gold rejected lower price at 17.95 out here. Silver hasn't rejected lower price yet. Down 65 cents, $25.12 an ounce. Light sweet crude. This is absolutely getting smoked. The Saudis plus the OPEC plus, meaning the Russians and who else gets involved in it? Bottom line, OPEC has decided that they're going to accelerate pumping oil out of the ground each day, and you can see it right in the oil contract, down $5.91, monster volume, $65.90. Notes and bonds, the 10 years up 30 ticks at 134.23. The 30 years up a full 2 points plus 14 ticks, which is another half a point at 166.08. Now, both of those are an ABC structure on the way up. I know it sounds insane, folks. We've been talking about they want higher price, but guess what, man? They want higher price. We're yielding 1.17 right now in the 10-year. King dollar right now is up 191 ticks, 92.877. Euro's at 117. Yen is at 109.49. The British pound is at 136 to 1 U.S. dollar. Let's go over to our man, Mr. Dave Mazza, as we do each and every other Monday. Dave is the head of product and managing director at Direction.com. Many of us have traded these Direction shares each and every day. And, of course, when the volatility goes up, bottom line, volatility is a trader's best friend. There's no doubt about that. Now, as you come over to our website at TFNN, you just hit that banner. You'll be able to bring the Direction website up. And the bottom line is it depends on what your flavor is out here today as to what you'd like to trade. Dave Mazda, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty well. Watching this market action just like you are.
There's no doubt. And you know it's wild. And, I mean, you know, you guys being the sponsor of these ETFs, I'm sure you know it. We've seen the ebbs and flows, you know, but we've all been long for so long that it's kind of neat basically seeing a pullback. Well, you know, in general, I think it's kind of neat seeing a pullback, okay, in general, okay, because it gives you that many more opportunities inside of the marketplace. And you know, like if we look at your small caps, not your small caps, Dave, but you know what I'm saying? You know, the bottom line is that, you know, you have the IWM down 420 right now, folks. And, you know, I know many of us between the TNA and the TZA, it gets popular, then you know, you don't do it for a while, then it gets popular again. And it's just funny. Now, so my question is, I've seen what I do myself, Dave, and it's really funny. You know, you don't trade a sector for like 3 or 4 months, and all of a sudden you jump on it again. So it's pretty cool to me when you have a day like this, because then you can kind of pick out, like, between oil, the small caps, gold, you know what I mean? It doesn't matter which side you're on, but now you really have some opportunities.
Yeah, whether you're a long-term investor, you know, you have your buy list, or if you're a trader, you still kind of have your buy list, right? Or to your point, kind of the funds that you're going to look at when the opportunities arise. So today, the volume we're seeing in TNA and TVA is off the charts, as you'd expect, because the move has been so sharp. And frankly, it's on the back of a pretty sharp leg down in small caps to begin with, as we saw this rotation basically back to the mega cap growth stocks over the last few weeks as interest rates have, really collapsed. Another area that we're seeing a lot of activity in is actually the bear side of our high beta product. So this fund is a little bit smaller, a little newer, a little less well known. The ticker is HIBS. I know we've talked about the bull fund before, that's HIBL, but on a day where the highest beta stocks, like your value names, your energy, your small caps, are really getting hurt. Again, if you're taking the inverse of that, that fund's doing really well. So we're seeing that fund come out of nowhere. And that's really, I think, as you advocate for, one of the reasons why we offer so many funds is that some of them will go in and out of favor from a trading opportunity, and why we will continue to kind of bring more to market as the opportunities rise.
Now, this is really cool. HIBS. So inside this whole, so this is S&P 500, 3 times high beta bear. Oh, this is pretty cool. So you're doing, and you have, and you get, and this thing's liquid. We've already done 645,000 shares right now. Yeah, so this is intriguing, right? Okay.
Exactly. So again, it's not as liquid as the gold miners or semiconductors, but it's one of these funds that's, people have kind of begun to chip away at it on days like this.
Yes.
That's when you want to be looking and saying, hey, what's a fund I haven't necessarily looked at or traded in a while, but the opportunity can really arise. So don't necessarily ignore funds that might be newer. To your point, you might not trade every day. The financials, FAS and FAZ, certainly they see activity on a daily basis, inflows and outflows, depending upon what's happening in the market. But their volume essentially was pretty flat over the last year or so, as other areas of the markets like semis and tech and biotech rallied. But now, these moves in the banks, particularly after putting up some decent earnings last week, has been pretty remarkable, mostly because of their impact on long-term interest rates. But that's a fund that Thursday, Friday into today has seen a lot of activity, or people are kind of trying to play the reversal of this, in my opinion.
Yes.
That certainly may be coming, but that's what we're seeing traders take advantage of.
And, folks, Dave brought up a great point, because J.P. Morgan, Citigroup, Morgan Stanley come out with phenomenal earnings, man, and they're all down. It's like, okay, so, that says quite a bit about, where interest rates are going. What has been amazing here, Dave, is that the interest rate structure, like, who would have thought? I mean, I've been bullish on it for a while. I sold in the last high. But the bottom line is, it's amazing actually when you actually look at this market. But guess what? The market's right again, man. the bottom line is that, you get markets down, you get interest rates up, I mean, interest rates, higher price, lower yields. You know what I mean? Pretty amazing, man. No doubt. Yeah,
and I think what's interesting is that lower rates were supporting the market for a long time, but it's kind of this love-hate relationship that's now been built with rates, is that the second we saw the test of 125 on the 10 and now dipping below that, that's now being viewed as a real negative. With that being said, we'll see where this lands, but focus on the dollar would be my recommendation as well.
That's a fact. And listen, folks, don't forget, every day, right on the front page of Direction, they have the creates and the redeems, it's really important to keep your eye on those. Dave, thank you so much. Have a great one, safe one. We look forward to having you on 2 weeks from today.
Thank you. Talk soon.
Thank you. Stay right there, folks. Come right back.
Are you looking for a way to consistently add winning trades to your portfolio? Tom O'Brien is here to help. Tom O'Brien has been successfully trading markets for over 30 years. A frequent contributor to TD Ameritrade Network and CNBC, Tom O'Brien founded TFNN over 20 years ago to help educate investors just like you. Tom's daily market newsletter, Market Insights, is published every morning when the market's open to give you the competitive informational edge you need to succeed. These newsletters are packed full of Tom's advanced technical analysis and are geared to deliver comprehensive strategies for a successful portfolio. Get Tom O'Brien's newsletter, Market Insights, today, and try all of our products and newsletters 30 days risk-free with our money-back guarantee at TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
What's separating you from the most successful men and women on Wall Street? That's right, information. Having all the information gives us the perspective we need to place the right trades at the right time. The TAS Profile Scanner is the premier market profile-based scanner. Powered by its acclaimed TAS proprietary algorithms, this feature-rich scanner instantly filters over 2,500 plus global financial markets, such as stocks, ETFs, commodities, futures, and Forex. This powerful suite of tools leverages instant trade filtering and strategy formulation to show you emerging trades before they happen. For a limited time, you can save $100 off your first month by using the promo code UPGRADE, and you still get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Level the playing field with the TAS Profile Scanner, which you can find under the Services tab at TFNN.com. Sign up today.
Hey there, I'm Andy Arbertine with Tiger Precious Metals and Stones. Whether you're looking to buy and sell precious metals or trying to find the perfect diamond ring, I'm here to help. I have over 15 years of experience with diamonds and precious metals. You can call me directly at 727-329-8245, and I will personally answer any questions you have and help you find exactly what you're looking for. I will be your personal concierge in the metal and stone business. Give me a call today, 727-329-8245.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials right now down 863. Nasdaq's off 198. S&Ps are off 87. Let's go over to our man, Mr. Steve Rhodes, as we do each and every Monday at 20 past the hour. And don't forget, folks, you can listen to Steve every trading day, 1 to 2 Eastern Standard Time. Steve also has a great newsletter on Mastering Probability. Now, it's very easy to get this newsletter, folks. Just come over to our website at TFNN. You're going to go into featured content. You'll see, you just hit subscribe. You can get the letter for 1 month for $149. You can get it for 6 months for $695, which is a savings of $199 or 22%. You can get it for a year for $11.95, which is a savings of $593 or 33%. Now, they all come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, folks. So check it out. Get what you like out there. If you like it, great. You'll get charged the next month. You don't like it, you get your money back. Steve Rhodes, what's going on?
Well, it's hot outside.
It's hot outside. There's no doubt.
Yeah,
and it's cold in the market.
Well, like you said, volatility is a trader's friend out here.
It is.
And so, so I thought we would do kind of like we have here in the past because it's really pertinent is just begin by taking a look at our annual seasonal cycle charts. And the first thing that I would point out to folks that are looking at this is the typical pattern. So this is over the last 86 years. The typical pattern is that the Dow forms an initial high in the first few weeks of May. Turns out that day is around May 19th. Then we see a movement down typically into June, right around June 25th. Then one last rally to set that summer high that typically comes July 21st, which is today's 19th, so would be on Wednesday. But notice here the patterns, the highs are typically very similar. And so with the exception of the exact dates marking highs and lows, so here's in essence an active chart of the Dow. We actually had the high come in on May 10th. In fact, I think we missed it on Thursday by about 1 point. And not that it needed to, but that was a resistance level out here. And so what I would think at this stage, you should be able to see the charts.
We can see them. They're
okay,
fine.
good. Perfect. Okay. So I'd really have to say that the cycle pattern is in play because we had that initial, remember it was May 19th, well, it came in at May 10th. June 25th is typically a bottom, was June 18th. May 21st is typically on average the high, it was May 19th at this stage out here. So certainly the seasonal cycle pattern is in play. And that suggests, folks, again, that the markets could move lower or should move lower into about the middle of October. So for those folks that feel like they've missed the short side of this, that is not the case. Especially that is not the case if we are in our unfavorable seasonal cycle out here that takes us down into the October timeframe. So that's the first thing. And if we're going to see a move lower, and that's really important, then what we do, this is where we make our money, so to speak. This is where folks listen to us to try to understand where our key levels of support. Inside the Dow Equity Future contract, that level is 33,731. Now, 33,731, folks, that is the bottom of a TAS market profile.
Okay.
And here we've got a chart that takes us back, Tom, into the 2017 timeframes. We can see that when price closes below the bottom of this weekly profile, that can lead to much lower price. And the much lower price right now, if in fact we see a close, and this close, folks, you'd really be looking at not what's going on today or Tuesday or Wednesday. It's really the close on Friday. So a close, Tom, on Friday below 33,731 would actually set up a move down to the top of its monthly profile, and that's at 31,453. So that's a pretty good ways to the downside. So we definitely want to keep, as one of the levels that we're watching, 31,453. There's another key level of support, and it's the breakout area. And the breakout level that I use are formed by these TD9 counts. It's a Tom DeMark system out here. And the low of that pattern, which on the Dow Equity Future contract is 33,627. I believe we've hit that, or maybe just below that, or maybe a point above that during the day today. So on a daily basis, this is a real key level to watch, because typically when you close below one TD9 breakout level, you then move to the next one. But as we speak right now, and this is really important for everybody to understand, that first level has been tested. In fact, this would typically be the point in time at 33,627 where people would buy the dip, because this is the breakout area. So a very important level to watch. And from a breakout perspective, if 33,627 fails, then on the Dow weekly chart, our level becomes 33,157 to look at. So let me summarize this for everybody, and everybody can write this down on their pad of paper. And these are the levels that will be key. Now, this is the Dow Equity Future contract.
Okay.
The first level to be watching is going to be 33,731, because closes below these areas, specifically for their time frames, then bring about the next areas of target. So we're really going to be looking at this on Friday, but we'll pay attention to it certainly today and tomorrow and so forth. So close below that, Tom, brings us to then 33,627. That was that daily TD9 breakout level. A close below that brings us into 33,157. That becomes the weekly TD9 breakout level, and below that, 31,453. And all of these are absolutely in play here over time, especially if, in fact, that seasonal cycle has kicked in. Now, I recognize that not everybody tracks the Dow Equity Future contract, so I've got a few things here for the cash indice. In the cash indice, and folks, in my opinion, the Equity Future contract, for the work that I do, is better than just taking a look at the ETFs or the cash indices. And the reason is because we have more discovery, more time, because it's traded about 24 hours a day. But still, I can use these same tools, Tom, on an index or a stock or an ETF. In this case here, that level is 33,869. So if price is able to close below 33,869, that is going to suggest, and this is a daily time frame, that is going to suggest lower price. Now, the lower price level, if I take a look at the cash index, Tom, takes us all the way down to 30,014. That is where the Dow broke out. So this is the longer term picture. This is where if we have entered that unfavorable seasonal cycle between July and October, that really becomes a longer term target. There's even another one below that at 28,902. So all that being said,
so that last one you gave, that's 6 months ago. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right.
That's the weekly breakout level.
Right.
And so if you break one, you start, break on the daily, then you start taking a look at where are we at on the weekly time frame. So this is kind of like the fly in the financial ointment. So everything is pointing to we're in the unfavorable seasonal cycle and we should move lower. But I want everybody to understand this as well. And that is that since the March 2020 low, the Dow has had 7, what I refer to as 2-week knee-jerk reaction lows. And on this chart here, the 1s and the 2s, all the digits out here, and we're really looking at the red ones, they represent where the close of the current week is below the close of the prior week.
Okay.
And so I've got all these blue arrows pointed to those two levels. There's only been one exception to the 2-week knee-jerk reaction low, and that was a 4-week time period back here in the August-September timeframe. So this clearly looks like we may be in week number 2, and so this is the strongest element that I could find for the bull case out there. Do I think we're here? Tom, time will tell. Whether we're here or not.
For sure.
Now, this is really important. I want folks to understand this, is that we should see a bounce or a short-term bottom form, perhaps even tonight. And one of the reasons is because this advanced decline oscillator is in the extreme oversold condition out here. That, and we have a spot volatility index that right now is a one-day rate of change well above 10% out there. All this stuff included in the newsletter. So that's what I see when we take a look at the charts right now.
And folks, very easy to get his newsletter. Come over to our website at TFNN. Go into featured content. You're going to see mastering probability right there. Steve, you have a great one, safe one. We look forward to the show tomorrow.
Thanks, Tom.
Thank you.
Bye-bye now.
Are you having fun trading the markets but having trouble finding like-minded individuals to discuss your trading and investment ideas with? Become an apex predator in the trading markets and join the Tiger's Den Trading Room only at TFNN.com. The Tiger's Den is an exclusive trading room where successful traders from around the world come to exchange trades and ideas. Join the den and surround yourself with the sharpest minds in the trading world. Subscribers to the Tiger's Den are also the first to have their questions answered live on air and can privately chat with our TFNN hosts live during their shows. Interact with other Tigers and Tigresses as they share trading ideas, news analysis, and discuss the market action all trading day. Subscribe to the Tiger's Den risk-free with our 30-day money-back guarantee and become part of the TFNN trading community. TFNN, educating investors.
You could be making money off the stock market. And if you're already making money off the stock market, you could be making a lot more. Check out TFNN and Tiger TV and get expert investing advice to give you the power to control your financial future. Go to TFNN.com and find the newsletter for you. Whether you're into trading gold, metals, futures, currencies, or options, you'll get advice and analysis to help you seriously get ahead. TFNN also features trading services with a 30-day money-back guarantee for new subscribers, as well as TFNN's Tiger Den Trading Room, trading software, and educational webinars for all trading levels. And make sure you check out Tiger TV for free on TFNN.com or TFNN's YouTube channel for live financial content from 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern on market days. Stop watching on the sidelines while other people get rich and become the investor you were born to be. TFNN, educating investors.
TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Thinkorswim. For more information, just click the Thinkorswim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials right now down 890. You get the NASDAQ off 219. S&Ps are off 90. Our guest today, folks, is Barbara Karasik. Barbara is the co-owner and CEO of Paradise Advertising. Great to have you on TFNN, Barbara.
Thank you so much for having me today.
So I was just telling you the story, and folks, okay, the bottom line is that this is a funny story, actually, okay, because when we had the radio station up in Boston, my neighbor, so this is going back to, oh my God, I think it's 1989 or something. My next door neighbor said, I feel so sorry for you because you don't even realize what you're getting into, that no one buys advertising. You have to sell advertising, right?
That's right.
So, you've been very successful. Paradise Advertising, it's downtown St. Pete, but you have quite a reach, don't you?
We do. We're based in downtown St. Pete.
Right.
We have staff. Luckily, with COVID, we've been able to expand our team and have them work remote. So we have 40 team members, and we're growing. We'll be at 45 by the end of the summer.
Congratulations.
But our headquarters and the lion's share of our team, 80% of our team is in downtown St. Pete, which we've been since 2002. And the rest of our team is scattered throughout the state.
That's awesome.
Yep.
So when clients are looking for something, what are they looking for? I mean, we know that everyone's looking for business. But what exactly are they looking for? Meaning digital versus touching versus branding versus selling.
So it's all tied in, right?
Okay.
One doesn't really mix without the other. If your brand is broken, you can throw all of the money that you want in your advertising and it's not going to work. And conversely, you could have a great brand and your strategies or your tactical executions across platform isn't going to work.
Right.
Clients are looking for solutions. Now more than ever, they really need to understand what is going to move my business and my needle forward or move my brand forward. And that's what we do. Every client is approached independently and different. Every solution is different. Every opportunity and business challenge is different from every client.
And so you and your team, of course, you got to get really creative, but it must be kind of cool for all these different clients, meaning for your team, as to how you have to think that through in order to get them business.
Yes, how we get business, years ago, even last year, pre-pandemic, you would think, here's the annual plan, here's how we would look, we would chunk it out in little sprints. Now, we're planning 10 days, 12 days, 14 days at a time.
Wow, that's
Literally,
pretty cool.
we're in many, many, many sprints. It's not a marathon. It's made up of 100-meter dash sprints these days.
And when folks, like if you took your corporate clients, what is the mix that people just want to do a brand versus really get product sold?
Well, it's a great question, but it's always both. If you are not constantly always evolving your brand and innovating your messaging and creating different ways to attract, engage, and motivate your consumers to move your business forward, we're not doing our job. So clients may come in, needs versus wants. They might say they need this or they want this, but they really might need this. We're going to make sure that we continue to evolve their brand, make it true and authentic to the consumer, new or existing, and then marry in all of those integrated marketing tactics along the way. You have to do both, always.
You know what's pretty cool is that you almost sound like a business consultant. Right? No, which is cool. I mean, it's really cool. I mean, because I can see, because just the question that I asked you was very naive, basically. Do you know what I mean? Because I understand what you're saying. No, it's really cool, meaning that I could picture even myself coming in there saying, listen, I understand what you're saying, but maybe you should look at this, which is really cool.
Yes, we don't look at ourselves as an agency or even a marketing firm. We are truly business growth strategists.
Right.
We build brands, move businesses forward, and drive bottom lines.
And maybe that's why you're growing so much, right?
Knock on wood. We have a great team. I stand on the shoulders of so many giants at our team. They're the ones that are the brilliant category experts that do all of the heavy lifting.
And how did you get into this business?
You know, I actually wasn't into marketing at all until I came back for graduate school at USF. And went into their mass communications department. And I had an internship with the gentleman who founded Paradise. Oddly enough, at a different agency. And he was the one that just pulled me into the business, got me hooked on being a marketing leader. And all these years later, 3.5, 4 years ago now, we acquired the agency from him. So, you know, I'm passionate about people, and I love building impacting communities. It's very purpose-driven. So my career has been a meandering path to get where I'm at, and I wouldn't change a thing.
And that's how I think most of us are, which is really cool, because that gives you the experience to be where you are right now. So when we're looking, are there different, like between finance, between retail, what is there a bulkier business, or you just spread right out?
Great question. About 80% of our clients are in travel, tourism, hospitality. Right. So, and that was how the company was founded, and that's always going to be what we call our bread and butter. However, because of my network and my husband's network and many of our other new business opportunities, we're going after. We work in healthcare. We have 2 healthcare clients, hospital and fertility. We have worked with consumer packaged goods, retail, and other channel marketing opportunities. And we're just nonprofits. We're very fortunate that our team, whether we sell tennis shoes, tacos, or tourism, it doesn't matter. We are applicable, and we move brands and businesses forward.
Well, you have a great name. And I'm not saying that just because you're here. I've watched, some folks, in order to stay alive, we got to sell advertising. But I've watched your brand, right? I says, well, how'd they get so big so quick? Because you guys really did. You know what I mean? And I understand you bought it off the other guy 4 years ago. But you still accelerated up. I mean,
we did.
And it's very tough to do. This is a very tough business. I mean, because you're going against, those guys from London, they bought everything. I mean, I get TD Ameritrade, I get Direction. You're dealing with, like, companies that have billions of dollars. So that's pretty cool, man.
We're very cool. And I also think, running a small business, right? And you think 40 people is not so small, but compared to the big boys, it is. We're less like a cruise ship. We're more like a cutter.
Nice.
So we're moving quick.
That's good.
And we can adapt and change. And we get from point A to point B pretty quick with our client campaigns.
Well, I can patch it 10 to 12 days to change gears is great. I mean, because I can tell you from dealing with just the larger clients we have, we're talking 3 months. Yeah. I mean, we get everything that far ahead. You know what I'm saying? But that's really cool, man, because that's what it takes. Yes. It seems that's what it takes digitally. I mean, things are just like this, right?
That's right. And especially in the pandemic, and we're not out of the pandemic, so we're constantly evolving and changing our messaging, the narratives, the strategy, the targeting, the retargeting, all of that. And our team is they're smart, they're data-led, research-led, and you follow the data. And as we say, data is dollars, as you know.
The data is the big deal.
That's right.
There's no doubt.
That's right.
And now you're getting into the travel's coming back. Thank God the travel's coming back, right? Because there are so many people employed in travel, and so many small businesses employed in travel,
That's
right?
That's right.
There's a huge amount of small businesses that make a good living, whether it's safaris, whether it's around here in Florida. It's great. I mean, I'm going to Crystal River for the week next week. Do you know what I mean? I mean, it's like, and it's right next to us, folks, okay? It is totally right next to us. Well, listen, folks, okay? You need some help in advertising? And this would be no matter where you are in the country, really, right?
Our clients are all over the country.
Totally, okay?
Yep.
So come over to Paradise. Is it Paradise.com? I'm sorry.
ParadiseADV.com.
ADV. See, I'm going to go to the eye doctor next. It's ParadiseADV.com, okay? Bottom line, you can give Barbara a call. She'll set up her team, get you going, and I can tell you, folks, from down here, this is the first time I met her, but I watched this company grow, and you really did grow exponentially.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations.
Great community.
Appreciate you coming on, and look forward to having you again.
Likewise. Thanks for having me.
Thank you, Barbara. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Stay right there, folks. We'll come right back.
Are you in the market for buying or selling real estate in the Bay Area, including the surrounding St. Petersburg, Tampa, and Clearwater markets? Tiger Real Estate LLC is a firm that has extensive experience in the Tampa Bay area. Whether you're looking to sell your current property for maximum value, or you're in the market for a second home or investment property, Tiger Realty has the experience across all areas of real estate in the Tampa Bay area to help buyers and sellers make the most informed decisions across all price levels. From the price you should be paying per square foot in certain up-and-coming areas to the type of cash flow investment properties are capable of creating, Tiger Real Estate can help you make the best decision when it comes to all areas of the market. Before you make one of the biggest decisions of your financial future, call Tiger Real Estate LLC today at 727-329-8322 or email us at tiger@tfnn.com. That's 727-329-8322. Call us today.
The technology around us is changing every day. With so much happening, it can seem impossible to keep up with all the information. David White's investment newsletter, The Technology Insider, is designed to give you all the information you need to understand the technology that shapes today's markets and tomorrow's future. David White has made his living staying on the cutting edge of technology. His weekly newsletter will give you specific recommendations for value tech stocks, as well as entry prices, target prices, and stops to set for each trade. Dave delivers his weekly newsletters every Friday with updates throughout the week. You can get the Technology Insider at TFNN.com for only $37.50. Sign up for David's newsletter, The Technology Insider, and get an inside look at everything the technology sector has to offer. Try it risk-free today with our 30-day money-back guarantee. TFNN, educating investors.
Biotech is booming, but for how long? Whether you think the biotech bull has room to run or has run its course, trade LABU or LABD. Direction's daily S&P Biotech 3 times bull and bear ETFs. Visit directioninvestments.com/biotech today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Tom O'Brien.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials right now down 824. You get the Nasdaq up 193. S&Ps are off 81. Let's go take a look at Vista Gold. So the question is on Vista Gold, would it be a decent place to start buying a position? You know, I like Vista Gold. The bottom line is that my take is that this might be a long time, but the bottom line, Vista Gold's worth 210, 214. It might be worth 410. So I would answer that yes. They did a secondary, and there's no doubt the stock got smacked down from $1.27, $1.27, that is to 79 cents. That being said, bottom line is that, you know, anything inside of 87, inside of 87, we're at 88, Sam wants to go to higher price. Fred Ernest is going to be on Thursday, the CEO, so we'll see what he has to say. They have the license in. Now they got to basically find a partner. That's what that comes down to. Silver. So there's a question about silver and silver production. And, you know, the silver market, folks, okay, the silver production, all of that doesn't mean something, yes. Okay, what's more important inside the silver market, though, is the futures market. The futures market run the silver market, period. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Bottom line, and the silver market right now, what you want to see, there's been no rejection of lower price. You're at 81,000 contracts. You're down to 2503, 2512 we're at right now. 2506 is the day that we came off the last lows. And the number to really keep your eye on here is the $25 flat. 2506, actually. 2506 the number. So if we do get the rejection there, we haven't got that rejection there, but if you do get the rejection there, that is going to be a sweet deal. What we have got is the rejection inside of the gold market. The gold market, okay, absolutely should have been smoked out here. But the reason it wasn't has to do with the yen. If you look at this yen, you're going to see this yen broke, okay? And if you happen to be in the metals market, this is a nice break for us. And what it is that you went south, and you went south after basically, first you broke the uptrend that started at 107. You broke it with conviction, wide price spread. You came back up and tested it, and you basically went south again. That's saying that the yen wants to jump down to 107.48. If that's what we get, the bottom line, that is where you're going to see gold start making that acceleration up into that 1919 area. Right now, that's $100 from where we are. That sounds like a lot. I know that, but bottom line, inside of the gold market, that is not a lot. We go take a look at now. Let's go take a look at the NDX 100 because we've been talking about these ABC structures and the Qs for forever. We had 3 of them going. The last one had a price projection of 370. You come up with another one with 380. Now, bottom line is that you're banging down with some volume. This is going to be a close call, man, meaning that, well, actually, it's not going to be an ABC now because what we've done is this. We broke under the B point with volume. So the B point on this thing had 50 million. You're at 56 million. Now, that being said, watch this when we bring this up. The NDX 100 is down hardly anything, as to the aspect of the S&Ps. So the way this is actually shaken out is that we're at 352. Well, you're down 470. 346 has monster volume, 234 million. And we'll see whether it's going to run to that spot, man. Which it very well might. But that's the real bottom line. That being said, though, when we take a look at the percentages out here, this is very light. This is particularly light, folks, in the context of Europe being down 2.3% to 2.5. The NQs are only down 1.4. If we go inside of the NQs, and this is what you want to keep your eye on, I talk about this all the time, NVDA, watch this. NVIDIA, the SMHs, that basically took us off the highs. NVIDIA in 4 days went from a price point of, 5 days, 821 to 714. And guess what? Right at the breakout area, rejects lower price. Up $17. The SMHs, let's see where they are. SMHs right now, they did 5 million shares. If I put this, no, I got to keep this on. I'll keep this on the daily for a second. This rejected lower price. Now, the real kicker is 3 million. I got to put this on the weekly, I guess. Yeah. So anything over, look at this. Yeah, anything over 241, if you want to see this. So the highs of the lows, of the last lows that we're talking about, which were in May, the week of May 14th, the last low out here was 241. And right now, you went to 242.09. Now, on the weekly basis, this is the beginning of this week, okay? We have a long way to go. But even looking at this on a day-by-day basis, you would just barely, you'd probably do a little less than we did of the week of May 14th. So you're going to need more juice in order to basically get this thing cranked down. On a daily basis, what we have, Moderna is up 8.7%. You got Peloton up 6.7%. NVIDIA's up 2.6%. And DocuSign is up 2.6%. Taken away from it, you have Match.com down 4.9%. Pfizer's off 4%. You got Trip.com off 4%. And you got Ross Stores off 3.7%. The Dow Industrials, let's go inside the Dow and take a look at the Dow, because there's no doubt if you basically just took your weight, didn't look at the computer for a day, you'd be kind of like, wow, are you kidding me? There's not one Dow stock, folks, that is in the positive right now. The biggest leader on the way down is United Health. That's taken 73 points away. Boeing's taken 73. Goldman 71. Honeywell 66. The least is Procter & Gamble taking 2.6 points. But they're all down. Let's go to Boeing for a second. So Boeing's down $11. Yeah, this is going to go after its high volume swing low. Oh, this will get interesting. So let's see. We're 206. 186 is game. This will be interesting to see where this shakes out, man. Yeah, we'll see how this shakes out. Because what you do have with Boeing, this is what's going to be cool about this pullback, folks, okay? So Boeing has a nice spike high at 279. Now, all that was a normal retracement off the bottom of something that's got absolutely smoked. Because if you take a look at this, I believe it's going to be about a 50% retracement. Yeah, it was a 50% retracement, just over 50% retracement, which you never know whether, is that a retracement? Is that going to go higher or lower? It's not like a 0.382. A 0.382 retracement tells you flat out you're going lower. 0.618 saying, hey, man, you're not going to go break out the lows. This is just a heads up. But the cool thing about this heads up inside of Boeing is that you get a nice spike at 279, and, the thing can get down to the 164. If you got 164, I think that would likely be a buy out here. Oil market, whole different ball game. So if we go take a look at ExxonMobil out here, this gap down. The bottom of the consolidation is $54. You got the 54.59. This is down on volume, though, man. This could break that whole consolidation, and I guess the The Saudis, oil plus, just couldn't get it to, well, they couldn't basically get it together as to pumping less oil. Now they're going to be pumping more oil. Stay right there, folks. Come right back.
Sharpening your skills as an investor is like getting better at playing a musical instrument. You have to practice, sure, but you also need excellent instruction from experts. At TFNN, you'll get advice and guidance from the authority in technical market analysis. And it's not just dry, tedious text either. TFNN airs live financial content streamed live on TFNN.com and TFNN's YouTube channel with Tiger TV, live every market day from 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern, for free. Each host is an experienced trader and gives their take on the market while taking calls and questions live from around the world. From the moment the market opens until the closing bell sounds, Tiger TV has 8 different shows with expert hosts to help you make the right moves with your money. Watch online at TFNN.com or on TFNN's YouTube channel and become the investor you were born to be. TFNN, educating investors.
Markets can rise and fall like the tides. Subscribe to Basil Chapman's newsletter, The Opening Call, and you too can ride the wave. Basil Chapman is an authority in technical analysis. His Chapman Wave trading system has been helping traders identify trends and capitalize on momentum in the markets since 1984. TFNN invites you to test Basil's proprietary Chapman Wave trading methodology with a monthly subscription to the Opening Call newsletter for only $149. Your subscription to the Opening Call comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee, as well as daily market updates on key indexes, stocks, and commodities. Ride the wave. Sign up for the Opening Call risk-free today.
Introducing Primal Edge.
Today, it's even more important to take a supplement that complements your health. Primal Edge is specifically formulated to boost your immune system and help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Our early ancestors found all their nutritional requirements in the wild environment. But today, our food sources don't contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients that we need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated humic and fulvic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They've been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, without them, life cannot exist.
That's right, Ellen. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge. Just $89 exclusively at TFNN.com.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV.
Welcome back, folks. Dow's down 778, Nasdaq's down 178, S&Ps are off 74. There's a question about does GDX being a 3-gap play on the way down. Now, this is pretty cool. It could have been one. Most of the time on a 3-gap play is that the last gap is normally bigger, but it's a nice setup, man. The first gap, bottom line was out there, looks like, August 1st. The next gap was there at the 15th, 17th of June, and today's the last one. I like the setup. What has happened here, folks, is this, which is really interesting. The gold stocks actually told us this thing was coming down. Now, the gold stocks are actually telling this thing is bouncing back up because they can't whack these gold stocks. It's actually pretty amazing watching the buy-in just even the last 10 or 15 minutes. You're going to see them. They're in the gold stocks and they're in the Qs. Okay, they're going to try to get the Qs over this 354. I think it's 354.41. Right now, you're at 353.60. The 354.41, let me put it up here, because the 354.41 would be a rejection of the highs, of the lows, of the last downdraft we have. That's where I'm getting that number from. Where did I get it here? The bottom line is that we'll see whether it shakes out, but that's what it looks like. It's there it is. Yeah, no. So what the 354 is, that's the last swing low that we had volume on. So we had 50 million there. We get 58 now. That's the number you want to keep your eye on because If you don't get inside there, then it definitely does open up that you can really get back to this 342. I mean, that's how the thing's set up. You can see all the volume that is down there. So if, in fact, that you're going to have something like that, the heads up here, okay, will be Asia tonight and Europe tomorrow. That's kind of how this thing shakes out. What we have done is that, actually, the tick wasn't even that big. You're going to see a minus 1900, but you don't count the one. Oh, look what we just got. Oh, this is good. We just did get a minus 1923. Okay, so check this out, man. Okay, so, oh, no, hold it 1 second to make sure this is right, not the opening bar. No, it was the opening bar. It was the opening bar. So we got a minus 1619. That's pretty good. We get a second one, then you get a rejection, then you get a low. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. And whatever you want in life, folks, visualize it like a nice big motion picture. Step into it, take ownership, and fly with it. I can't believe how quick this hour went. Love you guys. Come back and visit us tomorrow. Tommy kicks us off 9 a.m. Look at him, folks.
Building